Welcome back, spaz cadets! Today I will be covering the museum and also the proper methods for beginning your training sessions. There are also improper methods. We'll not be going over those. If you want to go over those, see Major after class. Here we have the fabled Block 95. Is it there? Is it not there? Who knows?
What could it be? It's a mystery.
Here we have some Martian plant life.
Ooh.
I hear it's contagious. It's a good thing it's behind this glass barrier that I appear to be unable to break. Isn't that convenient? Man,
Yes,
it would be
is.
disappointing if there was some, say, game mode of a game that's supposed to stop players from breaking blocks, but really doesn't do its job at all. Wouldn't that be absolutely terrible?
Yes, it would.
Fortunately, that's not
That's
an
about-
issue. Right here we have an egg. The station obtained this years ago. It still hasn't hatched. Let's hope it continues that way.
Ah.
Right here, it's our antimatter containment sphere. I hear that if you take 24 of these and you put them in a square pattern and you fill them all in, you know what happens?
What?
You get fired for stealing all of our antimatter containment spheres.
Oh.
This is our alien artifact. We hear that it was used to brew some form of potions. Some form of chemicals that you could drink that would have effects on your body. But we don't have to mess with any of that these days. And we have the guide.
The holy
some might
guide.
say. The Hitchhiker's Guide, of course. No surveyor of the galaxy should be without them.
Hey, who's that up there, QWERTY?
Why, that is Admiral Mushroom himself, in the flesh. Praise Mushroom.
Praise Mushroom.
Indeed, he is sitting in the control room observing the testing.
Indeed.
He does like observing the testing a lot. Unnaturally much. So, let's cover how to properly begin the training. There are two ships. The blue ship. In the left corner, we have the blue ship. It is known as the GSS Clark, named after the ancient prophet that predicted the future.
Ooh.
And in the right corner, we have the Asimov. This ship is entirely green. And I don't mean it's eco-friendly, because it isn't at all. It's literally green, like the color of the ship. The color scheme is green. And it is called the GSS Asimov, after the competing prophet from way back. When were these prophets alive? It was the 21st century, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of demonstration, Master here will come with me on the Clark. And
Okay.
hang on, let me alert the pilot of the Asimov that we're going to be heading out empty. So, what you want to do is get both teams into those shuttles. Get them past the doors into the shuttles proper, right? After, deciding who's going to be on what team, all that jazz. That's not our concern. Once ready, you must alert the captain that you are ready to depart. Intro sequence! I'm going to let you watch this for yourself. Alright, space scum, spaz cadets. We are ready to begin! We're going to start touring the ship. Now that the intro sequence has completed, as you can see, we are in spaz. We can see our ship up there. Captain Mushroom has guided us wonderfully. Say, Major, haven't you ever considered exactly how Captain Mushroom manages to fly both the Asimov ship and the Clark ship at the same time?
I assume they were clones.
Actually, that's a state secret, and anyone found wondering about it will be fired out of an airlock.
Yo.
So don't. Anyway, this is the personal teleporter. It will take us onto our ships, where we may begin. Ah, yes. This brings us to the first ship we will be touring this fine day.
Qwerty, what am I wearing?
This is the standard GSS uniform Clark issue.
Ooh, it's nice and blue.
Very blue. It blends perfectly into the enemy ship and allows for... I can't say that seriously. Anyway, this is the barracks. The barracks work very simply. Remember, this game is similar to FTL, so a lot of rooms have specific functions that do not function when the room has been destroyed. In this case, this allows you to enter the map and to, play, to continue your gameplay and have all sorts of fun. This light on the floor will indicate whether it is ready to send forth a new recruit. So, Major, if you will.
Yes, sir.
Note that it passed him through the gateway, and it gave him his equipment. More on that when I pass through. But the light went out. This means I can't pass over.
Oh,
unless the light comes back on, which it just did. The Major has taken my equipment.
Here is your stuff.
Thank you. As you can see, we equip our essentially expendable cadets with only the finest of equipment. The space sword, the space bow, and a full stack of space arrows. Not to mention the protection given to you by the standard GSS uniform. As you can see, we aren't one to give you, 10 class choices and, 20 enchantments each. As you can see, we have our supply tubes feeding into cryo, and this sums up the barracks. Next up, we will be covering these scanners, because we want to see a map of this ship after all.
Yay!